Turning pain into power, how Stoicism transforms breakups and losses. Few experiences in life challenge us as profoundly as breakups and losses. They have the power to shatter our sense of stability, leaving us grappling with emotions we may not even fully understand. Yet, amidst the chaos, there lies an opportunity, a chance to confront these moments not as insurmountable tragedies, but as catalysts for growth and resilience. This transformative approach is at the heart of Stoic philosophy, which offers timeless guidance on facing life's hardest trials with courage, wisdom, and grace. The Stoic lens, accepting what we cannot control. The Stoics, ancient philosophers like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca, taught a profound truth. Much of what happens in life is beyond our control. What we can control, however, is our response. Imagine this. You're navigating a breakup. The relationship you poured your heart into has ended, and the pain feels unbearable. A Stoic would encourage you to ask, what part of this situation is within my power? The answer lies in your perspective. While you cannot undo the breakup, you can choose how you interpret it. Is it a loss? Yes, undeniably, but it's also an opportunity to reflect on what you've learned, to grow from the experience, and to build a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Resilience through reframing. One of the most powerful Stoic tools is reframing, a mental shift that transforms how we perceive adversity. Seneca famously said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." When faced with loss, instead of viewing it as a cruel twist of fate, consider it a test of your resilience. Take, for example, the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before her success, she experienced profound loss: a failed marriage, the death of her mother, and financial struggles as a single mother. Rather than succumbing to despair, she channeled her pain into creativity, crafting a story that would inspire millions. Her life embodies the Stoic principle of turning adversity into fuel for greatness. The impermanence of life, a Stoic comfort loss, whether of a loved one, a relationship, or even a dream, reminds us of life's impermanence. To many, this reality feels overwhelming. But the Stoics saw impermanence as a gift, a reason to cherish what we have while we have it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Consider this in the context of losing a loved one. The grief is real, but so too is the gratitude for the moments you shared. Instead of being consumed by what is gone, a Stoic mindset invites you to honor the relationship by living fully, embracing the lessons and love it brought into your life. Growth through adversity. Breakups and losses, painful as they are, often become the turning points that define us. They challenge us to confront our fears, redefine our priorities, and rebuild ourselves from the ground up. The Stoics remind us that suffering, when met with the right mindset, can lead to profound growth. Think about a time when you faced a significant setback. Maybe it was a job you lost or a dream that didn't materialize. Initially, it might have felt like the end of the road, but looking back, perhaps you see how that failure redirected you towards something even better. For many, the wisdom gained through hardship becomes their greatest strength. Applying Stoicism in modern life. In our fast-paced, often overwhelming world, Stoicism provides a compass for navigating life's challenges. When dealing with a breakup, and practice gratitude for the good moments you shared. When grieving a loss, honor the memory by living a life that reflects the lessons you've learned. And when facing any hardship, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How can I grow from this? For example, if you've recently ended a long-term relationship, instead of dwelling on the pain, take time to rediscover yourself. What passions have you neglected? What friendships have you overlooked? Use this time to rebuild, stronger and more aligned with your true self. Embracing the journey. Breakups and losses will never be easy, but Stoic philosophy teaches us that they don't have to break us. By focusing on what we can control, reframing our perspective, and embracing life's impermanence, we can find strength, peace, and even growth in the midst of pain. So the next time life throws you a curveball, remember, you are stronger than you think, and every challenge carries the seed of transformation. Like a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble, use these experiences to shape the masterpiece that is your life. Shack the power of control, a Stoic guide to navigating life's challenges. Life is full of unpredictable events, some joyous, others devastating. While we can't dictate what happens to us, we can decide how we respond. This principle lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy, focusing only on what is within our control. It's a timeless idea that can transform how we approach challenges, offering clarity, empowerment, and resilience in the face of adversity. What's truly within your control? The Stoics remind us of a simple yet profound truth. Much of life is beyond our influence. We cannot control other people's feelings, actions, or decisions. For example, imagine you've invested deeply in a relationship, only to have it end unexpectedly. You can't force someone to stay or change how they feel. But what you can control is your response, your thoughts, emotions, and choices moving forward. Epictetus, a former slave who rose to become one of history's greatest philosophers, put it best: "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This shift in perspective is liberating. It frees us from the futile struggle of trying to control the uncontrollable and directs our energy toward what we can influence: ourselves. Choosing growth over bitterness. When faced with a painful experience, asking a simple question can be transformative. What can I control in this situation? Let's take the example of losing a job, a scenario that can leave anyone feeling powerless. While you can't undo the layoff, you can control how you respond. Will you allow it to define your self-worth, or will you see it as an opportunity to reassess your career goals? Many people, when reflecting on their greatest challenges, realize those moments force them to grow in ways they never anticipated. Consider the story of Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks. Raised in poverty, Schultz faced countless setbacks in his early career. Yet, instead of succumbing to despair, he focused on what he could control: his determination to create opportunities for himself and others. This mindset transformed him into a visionary leader, proving that our choices, not our circumstances, define us. The role of self-care in rebuilding. Focusing on what's within your control doesn't mean ignoring the pain of a difficult situation. It means channeling that pain into productive actions, starting with self-care. In moments of loss or upheaval, self-care becomes a vital part of regaining balance. Imagine going through a breakup. While you can't control your ex-partner's decisions, you can choose to focus on rebuilding your life. Take time to nurture your physical and emotional health. Explore hobbies you've neglected, reconnect with supportive friends, or embark on a journey of self-discovery. Each small, intentional step reinforces your sense of agency and helps you move forward. Learning from the experience. Another powerful way to exercise control is by choosing to learn from every experience, no matter how painful. The Stoics viewed adversity as a teacher, offering lessons that could shape us into stronger, wiser individuals. For instance, if a business venture fails, you might be tempted to dwell on the loss. But reframing the situation, analyzing what went wrong and how you can improve, turns failure into a stepping stone. The resilience you build through this process not only prepares you for future challenges, but also empowers you to approach life with greater confidence. Applying Stoicism in everyday life. The beauty of Stoic philosophy lies in its practicality. You don't need to be a philosopher to embrace its principles. They're already relevant to daily life. In relationships, when someone disappoints you, remember that you can't control their actions, but you can control whether you hold on to resentment or choose forgiveness. In career setbacks, instead of fixating on rejection, focus on the steps you can take to improve your skills or explore new opportunities. In health challenges, while you may not control an illness, you can control how you manage it by adopting healthier habits, seeking support, and maintaining a positive outlook. Embracing the freedom of focus. By focusing on what's within your control, you reclaim your power. You stop being a victim of circumstances and become the author of your own story. This mindset doesn't eliminate life's difficulties, but it transforms how you experience them, turning obstacles into opportunities and challenges into growth. So the next time you're faced with adversity, pause and ask yourself, what can I control? Whether it's your thoughts, your choices, or your actions, the answer will always lead you back to your inner strength. The one thing no external force can take away. Embracing life's impermanence, a Stoic's path to freedom and gratitude. Life is a series of fleeting moments, each passing like grains of sand through an hourglass. Relationships, emotions, achievements, and even pain, all are temporary. This truth, though daunting at first glance, holds a profound wisdom at its core. The Stoics, masters of embracing impermanence, remind us that accepting life's transience is not a source of despair, but a pathway to gratitude, resilience, and purposeful living. The impermanence of all things. At its heart, impermanence is the natural rhythm of life. No relationship, no moment of joy, and no hardship lasts forever. While this might seem unsettling, it is also liberating. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers, captured this sentiment when he wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Far from being morbid, this reflection is a call to action, a reminder to live fully in the present, appreciating what you have while it lasts. Imagine standing at the ocean's edge, watching the waves roll in and out. You cannot stop the tide, but you can savor the sound of the water, the feeling of sand beneath your feet, and the beauty of the horizon. Life, like the waves, is ever-changing, and its impermanence invites us to treasure each moment as it comes, applying impermanence to relationships. Consider the transient nature of relationships. Whether it's a romantic partner, a friendship, or even a family bond, every connection we have is subject to change. This doesn't diminish their value. In fact, it heightens it. When we understand that nothing lasts forever, we are more likely to cherish the time we have with those we love. For instance, think of a grandparent who is aging. Knowing their time is limited, you might feel inspired to call them more often, ask about their stories, and truly be present during your visits. Embracing impermanence encourages us to focus on the richness of our connections rather than taking them for granted or lamenting their eventual end. Finding peace in emotional impermanence. The Stoics also teach us that our emotions, like everything else, are temporary. When we experience pain, whether physical or emotional, it can feel eternal, but impermanence reminds us that no feeling lasts forever. Take the example of grief after losing a loved one. While the pain may never fully disappear, it evolves over time. The sharp sting of loss softens into a bittersweet appreciation for the memories shared. Recognizing that emotions ebb and flow helps us navigate them with greater resilience, knowing that even the darkest storms eventually give way to light, living fully in the present. One of the greatest gifts of understanding impermanence is the ability to live fully in the present moment. When we dwell excessively on the past or worry about the future, we lose sight of the only time that truly exists, now. Picture a parent watching their child grow up. If they spend too much time longing for the days when their child was a toddler or worrying about their future, they miss the joy of the present, the laughter at bedtime stories, the pride in seeing their child learn something new. Embracing impermanence reminds us to be fully present, appreciating life as it unfolds before us. Impermanence as a source of strength. Far from being a cause for despair, impermanence is a wellspring of strength. It reminds us that pain is not permanent, that we can endure more than we think, and that every ending carries the seed of a new beginning. Take Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, who faced his own mortality after being diagnosed with cancer. In his famous 2005 Stanford commencement speech, he said, "Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart." Jobs' awareness of life's impermanence didn't paralyze him. It propelled him to live with greater purpose and creativity. A Stoic perspective on impermanence. So how can we embrace impermanence in our daily lives? Start with small practices. Pause and reflect. When enjoying a moment of happiness, take a deep breath and remind yourself, this won't last forever, so I'll savor it now. Express gratitude. Let the people in your life know how much they mean to you. Write a note, say the words, or simply spend quality time with them. Let go of what you can't control. When faced with loss, remind yourself that it is part of life's natural cycle. Focus on the growth and wisdom it can bring. Conclusion: the beauty of impermanence. Embracing impermanence is not about denying life's challenges, but about finding beauty in its fragility. It teaches us to appreciate what we have while it's here, to endure hardships with grace, and to live with purpose and gratitude. In the end, impermanence is not a curse, it is a gift. It reminds us to live boldly, love deeply, and treasure each fleeting moment, for it is in these moments that life's true meaning is found. Reframing adversity, finding growth in life's challenges. Life often throws us into difficult situations, losses, failures, or setbacks that feel insurmountable. Yet the Stoics teach us a profound truth. Adversity is not just hardship, it's also a teacher. By reframing our struggles, we uncover opportunities for growth, resilience, and self-discovery. Shifting perspective. When faced with adversity, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This simple question shifts your focus from frustration to possibility. Consider Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor who endured immense suffering yet found meaning in his pain. His reframing of adversity fueled his groundbreaking work on finding purpose in life, even during the darkest times. Strength through challenge. Seneca wisely observed, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Just as physical resistance builds muscle, life's challenges build character. For instance, losing a job may feel devastating, but it might push you toward a career that aligns more with your passions. Similarly, a breakup can teach you to value self-growth and emotional independence. Practical steps to reframe. 1. Reflect on the lessons. Ask, what does this reveal about my strengths or areas for growth? 2. Focus on action. While you can't change the past, you can control how you move forward. 3. Find meaning in the struggle. Look for ways adversity has made you wiser or more resilient. Real-life inspiration. Think of J.K. Rowling, who overcame rejection and personal hardship to create Harry Potter, or Oprah Winfrey, who turned a difficult childhood into a foundation for empathy and inspiration. Their success was born from reframing adversity as a stepping stone, embracing growth. Reframing challenges doesn't erase pain, but it transforms it into power. The next time you face hardship, remember, adversity, though difficult, carries the seeds of growth. By choosing to see struggles as opportunities, you not only endure, you evolve. Practicing gratitude amidst loss, finding balance in heartbreak. Heartbreak, loss, and disappointment are inevitable parts of life. They shake us to our core, leaving us feeling empty, disoriented, and vulnerable. Yet, even in the midst of pain, there is a powerful practice that can help us heal and grow. Gratitude. The idea may sound counterintuitive. How can you be thankful when everything feels lost? But embracing gratitude during these difficult moments doesn't mean ignoring your pain or pretending everything is okay. It's about finding balance, perspective, and room for healing, even in the most challenging times. The power of gratitude in difficult times. Gratitude is often seen as a celebration of the good, but it can also be a tool for resilience in the face of hardship. When we practice gratitude amid loss, we shift our focus from what we've lost to what we've gained, learned, and experienced. It's not about denying the hurt, but rather recognizing that there is still goodness, even in the most painful situations. Take, for example, the experience of a breakup. It's natural to mourn the end of a relationship, especially when it's one you invested time, love, and energy into. However, practicing gratitude in this context might involve reflecting on the beautiful moments you shared. The laughter, the adventures, the connection. You can be thankful for the joy that the relationship brought you, even if it has come to an end. Moreover, each relationship teaches us something about ourselves. Perhaps you've learned to communicate more openly, or maybe you've discovered what truly matters to you in a partner. Gratitude allows you to honor the lessons learned, even if those lessons came through pain. Finding the balance. Gratitude does not mean denial. It's essential to understand that gratitude doesn't ask us to suppress our emotions. You don't have to immediately move on or act as if nothing hurts. Your grief is just as important as practicing gratitude. In fact, recognizing your emotions and still choosing to find gratitude is a profound act of resilience. For instance, when someone faces the death of a loved one, grief is overwhelming, but through the practice of gratitude, you can honor the love that person gave you, the moments you shared, and the wisdom they imparted during their lifetime. Instead of being consumed entirely by the pain of loss, gratitude allows you to remember the positive impact that person had on your life. This perspective doesn't replace grief, it complements it, providing emotional balance. Gratitude as a tool for healing. Gratitude can be transformative when faced with adversity. It helps us reframe our struggles, shifting from a mindset of victimhood to one of empowerment. It reminds us that even in the darkest times, we can find moments of light, no matter how small. It's a mindset that allows us to heal with a sense of peace and acceptance. A great example of this is how people who have gone through major challenges, like illness or financial hardship, often come out of the experience with a deeper sense of gratitude. Take Steve Jobs, for example. After being diagnosed with cancer, Jobs reflected on his life with a newfound appreciation for every moment. He expressed gratitude for his work, the people he loved, and the simple beauty of life. His experience didn't negate the pain of illness, but it gave him a clearer sense of purpose and an ability to cherish each day. Practicing gratitude in your own life. 1. Acknowledge the good. During times of loss, take a moment to reflect on the positive experiences you had. Write them down, say them aloud, or simply reflect on them privately. This helps shift your focus from only the loss to also the value and joy that came with the experience. 2. Reframe the lessons. Every challenge or heartbreak has something to teach us. Reflect on how this experience has shaped you and the lessons you've learned. Perhaps it taught you resilience, patience, or the importance of self-care. 3. Express thanks for the present. Even in pain, there is something to be grateful for in the present moment. It could be a kind gesture from a friend, the beauty of nature, or even your own strength in getting through a difficult day. Conclusion: embracing gratitude for healing and growth. Gratitude, when practiced amid loss, becomes a bridge between pain and healing. It doesn't erase the hurt, but it softens its edges, allowing us to find balance and growth. As we continue through life's inevitable ups and downs, we can choose to be thankful for the lessons learned, the love shared, and the strength gained. Gratitude helps us move forward with a heart that's open to healing and a mind that's clear on what truly matters. Moving forward with purpose, turning loss into a new beginning. Loss can feel like an overwhelming end, but it can also be the beginning of something new. The Stoics teach us to focus on what truly matters and let go of what we can't control. In moments of hardship, we should ask ourselves, what kind of life do I want to build moving forward? Instead of fixating on what's lost, look toward what's possible and align your actions with your core values. #reframing loss as opportunity. For example, losing a job might initially feel like a setback, but it could be the push needed to explore new opportunities that align more with your passions. Sarah Blakely's story is a perfect example. After numerous rejections, she transformed her failures into the foundation for Spanx, creating a billion-dollar business. Her success highlights the Stoic idea: the greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Aligning with your values. Loss often provides clarity, revealing what truly matters. Take the opportunity to reassess your goals and values. If your current path isn't fulfilling, this might be the moment to pursue your true passions. A loss, like the end of a relationship or a career setback, can be a powerful catalyst for realigning your life with your authentic self. Practical steps to move forward. 1. Clarify your vision. Define what you want moving forward. 2. Reassess your values. Use loss as a moment to reflect on your core values and make sure your life aligns with them. 3. Take action. Use the clarity gained from loss to take bold, purposeful steps toward a new chapter. Conclusion: loss isn't the end, it's an opportunity for growth and a chance to start fresh. By focusing on what truly matters and taking action, we can turn even the hardest experiences into stepping stones for a stronger, more meaningful future. Turning breakups and losses into opportunities for growth. Breakups and losses can be incredibly painful, but they also offer powerful opportunities for transformation. By applying Stoic philosophy, we can approach these challenges with strength, clarity, and resilience, turning difficult moments into stepping stones for personal growth. Remember, hardship is not the end, it's the beginning of a new chapter. If this video resonated with you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use this message. Let's continue to thrive forward together. Don't forget to subscribe to Thrive Forward for more content on growth, resilience, and living with purpose. See you in the next video.